Hi Tarot Treasures, it's Ethany and welcome to Oracle Wednesday for the 25th of December through to the 31st. What an auspicious week. I'm getting into the holiday spirit, wearing my Santa hat because it's Christmas Day. And I'm here to spill some Christmas tea at you all and give you Oracle Wednesday for the week. It's staying on the entire time, so if it's distracting, you can move on forward, but this is staying on. Alrighty, so in a moment I'm going to show you 3 piles of cards. You're going to pick which one is calling your name this week for a message for you to act upon or reflect on, a message from your inner self, your guides, however you like to roll those dice. And then you're going to come back and see this Santa hat and I'm going to go through your messages. Now I will put the description in the description box below, the decks that I am using this week, but if you want me to... But if you want to see me talk a little bit about them, you are going to have to wait until the end of the video. I think I've pretty much covered everything on how this thing works, especially if this is the first time you've been here to get Oracle Wednesday from me. And what a festive welcome you have had to the Oracle Wednesday affair. Is that the right word to use? Possibly. Who knows? I haven't even hit the eggnog yet. Alrighty, let's go have a look at those cards. Okay, so here are your cards for this week, my lovely ones. It's time for you to take a deep breath in and select the pile that you feel the most drawn to. Starting from left to right, we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I suggest you write down which pile you've selected so you don't forget when we change over those cameras. And let's go see what you have in store for your messages. Okay, so group number 1, you have got the Emperor and Knowledge as your cards this week. And I'm using one of my all-time favorite decks, the Dark Mansion Tarot. The artwork is so pretty. Okie dokie, we have got these 2. And basically, you are being told that all of that beautiful knowledge that you have spent your precious... it's really the worst English, but your precious time and energy on is going to do you absolutely no good unless you plan on doing something about it. Knowing and doing are 2 completely different things, and you have been drawn to this pile of cards this week as a reminder that you are wasting your potential if you are doing absolutely nothing with the skills and knowledge and talent that you have. If you're just sitting on it, if you're just like hoarding it away, if you're using it to just to lord over other people and not doing absolutely anything constructive with it, it is pretty much a waste of time. You're being called out. Yes, it's true. Use the knowledge that you have, the expertise and the talent that you have, along with some strategy and a good plan, and start to take action. Don't wait for things to happen to you, or don't wait for the time to be right. Make the time right. Be the one leading your own life and drive it into the direction that you want it to go. A lot of people come to me when it comes to things. Is it really hard to take me seriously with this hat on? I feel like it is. Oh well. A lot of people come to me in their readings and they talk about, is it the right time for this, or is it, whatever? And it's like, yeah, the right time is now. If you've got that like little inkling that you want something in your life, you got to go after it, or people get stuck in this space of just planning forever and making lists and we're going to do this someday. And it's like, someday is now. You have to make the most of what you have now and go after it. The Emperor is about leadership and strategy and moving forward. And these 2, which I really feel like really sum up a beautiful pairing with this very feminine and masculine pairing of these 2 things, bring knowledge and being really clever and using all the experience that you have and putting it into practice to make a real difference. Don't sit around and wait for it. Go and get it. Okay, group number 2. Your cards for this week are the 8 of Pentacles, which is one of my all-time favorite tarot cards, and Sacrifice. Yes, the camera does wash these out a little bit, but it's winter in Canada, so it's dark outside and I need my studio lights. Alrighty, so I know this one well. When these two cards fell out, well, when I dealt these cards out for the reading this week, I was like, I know this feeling. I have been there myself. Your resolve is basically being tested. You know what you want in life, and the universe just wants to test you about how much you really want it. You will need to be willing to do what other people will not in order to have what other people will just dream of. It might sound super cheesy, but it's super true. You are probably going to have to say no to a few social outings and work extra hard, but it'll be worth it. Don't let things or people who may be either jealous or feeling a little insecure or whatever it may be, get you derailed off of your goals. So one thing that I know I did when I started my business, golly gosh, over 6 years ago now, online, was that I worked a lot. I don't think I did anything but work. And while that's not everyone can do that, and I completely understand that, every moment I could scrape by when my son was sleeping or when I was feeding him or whatever it may be, those long hours nursing on the couch, as many of you mothers out there will totally understand. I worked as much as I possibly could. I basically had no social life for years. Now, I'm not saying that is something that you necessarily have to do in order for your business to thrive or for you to get your goals, but there is going to be a point where what you really want is going to be tested by the universe, and you're probably going to have to sacrifice a few of the things that you want now in order to get what you really desire later. I know from experience that focusing and bringing yourself back to your work, like in this Eight of Pentacles, is what is needed when you start to feel as though you're getting a little unraveled. Sacrificing a little bit now in order to get some other things later in regards to like bigger steps and more solid foundations in your business or whatever it may be is totally going to be worth it. It absolutely is. And if you were pulled to this this pile of cards this week, this is absolutely the way forward for you. It's not forever. That's the great thing about it. You just need to soldier on now and keep going, and then allow yourself the time to check in and see if that's still required of you. But right now, it absolutely is. I'm not saying don't go and do your holiday thing. I'm not saying don't go and enjoy a few eggy noggies if that's your thing. I actually think it's disgusting, but yuck, yuck, yuck. But go and enjoy yourself. This is a holiday time, no matter what you believe in or what you celebrate. But then hit the ground running, get back to work, and just get it done. You'll be thankful, trust me, later. I would not change a thing for how much work I did in the very beginning of my business. And that could also be not just business. It could be a fitness goal. It could be a goal with a relationship. It could be writing a book. It could be anything. So, I think you kind of got what I was saying there. Alrighty, pile number 3. Your cards this week are the Sun and Attraction. And I feel like that's very the Sun is also a really important card considering we just had the solstice. Okay, so you're being called to reflect on what you're putting out in the world, group number 3. We're about to end not just a year, but a decade. And you are being asked to see if this still aligns with who you are and what you desire in life, what you're going after and what you want to be known for. Are you attracting the right opportunities and people into your life? And are you even hanging around with the right people to begin with? It can be very hard to attract a good level of people and bring in people into your life that are going to help you get to the next level if you're kind of hanging out with bottom feeders. It sucks. One of the things that I learned within mentoring was that you want to surround yourself with people who are successful or who are even more successful than you. Now, you don't want to become a leech or someone who is literally wants those people to do all the work for you, but you want to be around people who really in the most positive way allow you to strive to be a better person. And I know for a lot of people in my life are absolutely like that, and I've carefully engineered it that way, not in a calculating way, but it just doesn't feel good to be around people who want to dump all over your dreams all the time. So getting back to basics and deciding what you really want in your life is super important moving forward. We have another decade coming in. We have a new year that's about to be rung in. You get to reset the table for yourself or reset the chessboard and start again. Sure, it is a massive task. I'm not saying that you are going to have to figure out absolutely everything in 5 minutes or one day, but you may as well start now. Get a little bit of an idea in place, even if you just ask yourself, what do I want? How do I want to feel? What does my day want to look like? And then take it from there. If you don't, you're going to find this time next year, you're going to be right back where you started and nothing would have changed. Realness, it's the realness. I can barely take myself seriously with this hat. Funny. Okay, so the decks used this week for Oracle Wednesday are the Dark Mansion Tarot. Now, I think this is, sorry about it, sold out. I'm not sure. You may want to contact the creators and see whether they're going to be bringing this back. I love this deck. I have this deck and then I went out and bought the collector's edition because I wanted to be able to use it, but have a secondary copy as a collector's edition just because of the artwork. I don't have duplicates of a lot of decks. This is one that I do have a duplicate, and the collector's edition is bigger and has a different back, but I actually love these backs. But the artwork in this is just like I could peer into it all day. It is just absolutely exquisite. The detail is delightful. There is an unboxing on my channel. Did I say that already? Probably. You can go and watch it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what this studio comes out with next year. Lots of sorry about that, and what they're going to be working on moving forward. It is a delicious deck. I absolutely adore it. The second deck is the Magic and Mediums Oracle deck, and this is a very lovely modern deck. It's on linen cardstock, and I have an unboxing of this, and I've worked with this a number of times. It's been on my working altar for a while now. It's very, very modern, and it's very cool in regards to the guidebook is great. I talk about this in the actual video. I talk about the rituals and everything that's given alongside of all of these cards. So you can also find this on my channel. And that's it. That's all she wrote for a Christmas Day. I hope you have a beautiful holiday period, no matter what you believe. And I will see you on the 1st of January 2020. Shut up. For the next Oracle Wednesday. And as always, thank you so very, very much for watching.